Kathy, can you?
Well, hey everybody, so happy to have you on here for our pink huddle. Great. Teresa, just kind of watch that waiting room. I see Kathy's just joined us. So I'm thrilled to see you girls, and as we've been doing lately, we're going to open up with prayer. Just always feels right to do that. So feel me reaching through the screen and holding your hands, but just bow your head with me. Dear God, thank you for your amazing power, your work in our lives. Thank you for your goodness and your blessings over us. Thank you that you're able to bring hope even when things are tough. Thank you for strengthening us for your purposes, for your great love and care, and for this time with girlfriends. Keep our minds and hearts open as we hear from Nora. We're so blessed to have her and her wisdom and knowledge to share with us tonight. So we give you praise and thanks, for you are worthy. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay. Well, welcome to Zoom. Welcome to Pink Huddle. We've got several things to do tonight. Teresa, I'm going to turn the little count up over to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's just start out with the count up. If you turned in your weekly accomplishment or you did your online weekly accomplishment sheet, we want to recognize you just for doing it. So raise your hand if you did your online weekly accomplishment sheet. Nora, here comes Tanya. God, Tanya, not
Nora,
Tanya.
are you the only one?
Betty's coming.
I'll turn him in.
It's a habit I can't break. What can I tell you?
You're a hard habit to break. Well, that's good. That's so good. You usually have them in by Sunday. Do you do yours Sunday to Saturday or Monday to Sunday?
Yeah, I do mine Sunday to Saturday, and usually sometime on Sunday I get it to you. Sometimes it's Monday, but yeah, it runs Sunday to Saturday.
We just need a Monday by noon so that we can recognize our queen on Tuesday on our Facebook group. Okay, so this week it was Queen Nora. Congratulations, Nora. So she had almost a $500 week. I think you're only like $4 shy.
You know,
Right?
it was close.
And we had a queen too. She's not on here now, but I think she may pop in a minute. And Bretta was our queen for the week, turning her accomplishment sheet, and she had a $451 week. So woohoo!
Congratulations. And I just want to recognize we have a brand new consultant in our unit, Shara Ball. We see you there, Shara, on the screen. Congratulations and welcome to our unit. And here she is on her very first Zoom call. So we're so thrilled to have you on here, Shara.
Sorry I'm late.
No problem. You're good. You're 3 hours different than us. So I think that's great.
Well,
We're on.
They wouldn't let me copy paste. I had to manually type in the ID number.
Well,
they
you
wouldn't
did
let me
good.
copy paste it to join the meeting.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
And we're going to get started. Do we need to do a sales count up, Teresa? Yeah, I know you did. Whoever had their summaries in, that's the most important thing. We decided last week you have to have your summary in to get recognition on our Zoom call on Tuesday night, right?
That's correct. And since only 2 people turned their summaries in, and they were both our queens, I don't think we really need to do a count.
We don't need a count up, right?
Get your summaries in, whether it's a 0 week, which, you know, never makes anybody happy, but then it gives you room for improvement, right? It gives you something to strive for. So congratulations to Bretta. That's new. Bretta and Nora. Congratulations for being our queens, turning your accomplishment sheet. You guys, this is a new year. And like I said last week, be accountable to yourself, first and foremost. I think there's a lot to be said, and Nora's going to talk tonight, but I think one of her gifts and one of her successes is the fact that she's a tracker. And what you track grows. I promise you, what you track grows. So track your weekly sales this year. Okay, I'm done with that.
All right. I'm going to take over. We're going to jump in. We've got just a couple little bits of business to take care of. If you need to mute yourself, hit that little button up in the right corner if you've got some background noise. I've muted a couple people. I can do that here, but if it doesn't say mute, go ahead and do that. But we listened last week. Thank you so much for those who called into our Pink Think Tank. And we got some great feedback even on our Facebook pages after the fact. And so we brought back, kind of by popular demand, the old Play Like a Champion, but we gave it a facelift. So let me just share my screen here and show you what we're going to be doing this year. Gave it a little change in name. This is just a fun tracking sheet. Tracy gave us a ton of great tracking sheets, and I'm going to post all those so that you can find those in the files section on our Facebook group. But this one is just a very simple tracker to make you a prize winner every month. It's called We're Powered by Pink, which is actually our theme for the year from Mary Kay. Lots of great jewelry that you can win every month. So if you look over here, I got to grab my glasses here off my head. They're my middle-aged headband, but they're also my glasses. So what we want to do is Pink Power Week 1, you get to choose any 3 of these 5 things. And the standard 4 are going to be making 3 contacts or attempts per day. Now, you guys, that just means reaching out to 3 people. You can do a whole lot more if you want, but at least 3 people for the purpose of customer service, selling, booking, offering them our business opportunity. Just 3 a day. The second one is to always turn in your online summary. Okay, you can do that on InTouch. That's your weekly accomplishment sheet for recognition. Plug into your unit, which is here on Zoom, or to your director. If you can't make the Zoom call or you just want a little extra boost, let your director know and we'll do a quick little powwow. And then $300 a week in retail sales. You know that will always make you a star consultant. There is a blank here, so you can have an approved option. So you might say, well, I registered for French Lick, or I'm registered for seminar, or just ask your director, hey, I did this, will this count? So you only need to do 3 of these 5 potential things per week. And when you turn this sheet in by the 5th of, well, it'll be 5th of August, you know, if you wanted to do it for the month, I know we were already, you know, halfway through July, but in a normal month, you're going to turn it in the 5th of the following month, and you're going to get a gift from your director. The rest of it is just tracking your faces. When you do 15 faces in a month, that's a perfect start. We still have Perfect Start charm bracelets and charms. The first time you earn it, you get your bracelet and the charm. When you go 16 through 30, you get your Power Start charm. And if you look up here at the right, career chats and guests, and Teresa's going to tell us about an easy way to do the career chats. We're going to turn that over to her in a second. But when you share the business opportunity with at least 6 people during the month and do your 30 faces, that's your Power Start Plus charm. These are all company promotions, so it just keeps things simple. And then you're going to count down to being a star consultant. Tell us what your month's wholesale order was. Track it for the quarter so you can always be a star. Are you on track to be a 4-quarter all-star and get a great gift from the company? And then, of course, every month that you do a 600 wholesale or higher, you're going to earn your Powered by Pink jewelry this year. So there's even 12 little boxes. You can check those and track and make sure you're not only getting the monthly prize, but your 6-month consistency prize and your 12-month consistency prize. Shara, if this is overwhelming to you, don't worry. I'm going to explain it all to you when we chat again. So raise your hand if you like this, if it looks pretty simple, easy way to just track some simple things that you can do to always be a winner in the company. Okay? So I'm going to stop sharing that. We're going to post that to our Facebook groups after this call. Does anybody have any questions about that? Just unmute yourself. Bretta, you have a question? Go ahead and unmute.
Yeah. Now, when we complete these sheets, since it's not something that's on InTouch, will we like do a screenshot and turn it in, or
You can do a
text it?
screenshot, or you can text it with a picture of your phone, however you want to do it. Just make sure we have it by the 5th so we can recognize you and send you a lovely gift. And we got lots of them. Okay?
Take a picture or whatever. We'll post them every month, but it'll be in files. It'll be there in files. You know, if you go to our page on Facebook, and everybody needs, if you're not really familiar with that, if you go to files, anything that's a PDF file, not a picture, is posted there. So there's a lot of good things that you might even want to check out that are posted there. So that's where you'll get that to print out every week. And I just really encourage you, just like I said, a tracked number will grow. If you will track yourself every month and work this sheet, you'll be amazed at what will happen over the next quarter and 6 months. And Kathy's got a question. I think you've got your hand raised, your virtual hand.
You may have raised it because I said, who's excited about this? So
Oh,
that's maybe what
That's correct. I was excited. I don't have a question.
excited. Okay, very good. Glad you're
Thank you.
excited, Kathy. Okay, we want to get a lot in here by 8:15 because we want to turn it over to Nora. But Teresa, tell them about the interview contest.
Okay, so excited. We talked about this a little bit last week. You're going to get a bunch more information on our group page. We'll send out an email, and we'll also probably do a Scipio post. So you'll be inundated. We won't be starting officially until August the 1st. So this gives us the next week and a couple of days or whatever to kind of get familiarized with everything. But you will get a link that you'll be able to send out to your clients, to your friends, whatever, to just simply watch a video, fill out a questionnaire, and get entered into a contest to win $500. And if they win, you win $500 as well. And from you, they will get one half-price product that is not a set, half-price product, $75 retail max. And so who would say no to that? I mean, seriously. So, you know, the thing of it is, don't prejudge, just get it out there. And, you know, because you never know where her girlfriend, her mother, her coworker that might be looking for something like this. And so when you get the information out to people, even if they don't, it's amazing the fact that you're planting so many seeds out there. I think this is a great opportunity. What you can do in the meantime is click the link that we posted last week and just go watch every single video yourself. That's my encouragement to you. Watch every video so you'll know they're quick, they're short, they're powerful, and each one is geared to a certain personality. So this is going to be a very exciting contest, and as long as you guys are excited about it and interested in participating, we're going to be participating every month.
Very good.
Question?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and it will actually start, you might have said this, but it'll start next Wednesday. So it'll be July 28th through August 27th. So be making your list of everybody you think just needs to hear information about Mary Kay. Don't make the decision for them by saying, oh, she'd never do this. But make your list so that you'll know who to send this to right away. Okay, I want lots of $500 winners within our own units. And then lastly, oh, gotta make this quick. We posted something on our Facebook groups about the French Lick Fall Retreat. And this is with National Sales Director Cindy Williams, one of my all-time favorites, and top directors Stacy Kraft and Kim Messmer. So that will be in French Lick. Is it October 22nd and 23rd for consultants? I think it is. The directors go a day early. But I know Tracy's excited. Nora's talking about coming up from Georgia. I see Tracy's got her hand up. Anybody else thinking about going? It's going to sell out. Bretta, yay! Oh my gosh, we'll have so much fun. So it's like $55 for you. And since we don't have an, oh, Kathy's registered. No, Tracy, to everybody, she's registered. So it's only like $55. So we don't have in-person seminar this year. We didn't have in-person career conference. I need to be with some Mary Kay people. So Teresa and I and Kathy are registered. So we're very excited. Kathy, the directors are going on Thursday. So ask us if you have any questions, let us know, but at least get registered. It's non-refundable, but if for some reason you can't go, it's going to sell out and you'll be able to sell your ticket. Okay?
Tanya, do you have a question? You have your hand up for a question, or are you just excited? Okay, that's good. Okay, I want to make sure. All right, without further ado,
we're going to turn it over to our eight-time Court of Sales achiever, Nora Palmieri. And Nora, we want you to just kind of start off tonight. Give us your little story. Tell us how you joined Mary Kay to become a Court of Sales winner, right? Right? So she's going to tell us her story, and then we're going to open it up to your questions. We told her you don't have to prepare a lot tonight because we want everybody to be able to just ask Nora questions. So without further ado, take it, Nora.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I joined Mary Kay no idea this was going to be my life. I had been using product off and on for about 10 years before I finally was like, I should be doing this. I had people constantly trying to recruit me. I was like, I just love being a hostess. Let me just host the party.
Mhm.
And Anna and I went to a mother-daughter party. And when she fell in love with the products, I was like, okay, now it's time, because I'm not paying full price for both of us. So I called Amy and just said, what do I do? How does this work? Spoke to Susan, and all I remember from that conversation is, do I have to go to training? Do I have to sell anything? Do I have to have parties? And Susan's like, no. I'm like, okay, I'm in. I don't have to do anything. I'm in. And that was in November. And by January, I think I'd ordered several thousand already, just from telling friends. You'll never guess what I just did. I signed up to be a Mary Kay consultant. And before I know it, people were, do you have eye makeup remover? Oh my gosh, I've lost my girl. I need a cleanser. And it was just selling by itself. I don't really know how it all happened, but I do know that at 51 years old, I finally figured out what I want to be when I grow up. Because I fell in love with it. I just fell in love with the camaraderie. And there was a lot of chaos going on in my life at the time. There always is, but it was the beginning of the chaos back then. And it was a place I could just escape to. Nobody had to know what was going on in my life. And I could just go and be happy and show people lipstick. And it was just amazing. And before I knew it, I'd earned a ring and really didn't know what that meant. The first ring I earned, well, actually, let me back up a minute. So in January of that first year, that's when Susan was like, I think you need to find somebody local, because you are actually being a consultant. So
Despite your best efforts, you were being a Mary Kay consultant.
Besides, no, I'm not doing this. So was there January Jumpstart was my first meeting with Deborah Bina in Chatham, New Jersey. And I just got into, and they were part of the Karen Piro group. So I was enmeshed in that group for a couple of years there. And just, I couldn't get enough. I remember putting on, well, at the time, Susan, you had videos of doing parties. So I would just put those on. I'd be, cleaning the house, and they were on in the background. Your head, you were in my head constantly, the verbiage, just trying to get it in my head, because I thought, I can't remember this. There's no way I can do a party. So here I am, 10 years later. I still don't do parties. I don't recommend that. I do recommend parties, but I really have done this a face at a time, or a double facial at a time. Very rarely do I have more than 2 or 3 people around the table. And for me, I think that works for me, because I really build a relationship with each and every one of them. The few times that I've had big parties, it's taken me a while to connect with each person. So I really do like the smaller groups. You always ask, what do I do? What's my secret? My secret is doing exactly what Susan and Teresa trained us in the beginning. Is we had a monthly motivator, a Monday motivator, and using that monthly chart. And I just didn't think it was an option not to do it. So I always filled out my weekly accomplishment sheet. To this day, I don't think I may have missed one. No, even when we moved 3 times in 1 year, I did not ever miss it. It just is part of what you do, and keeping track. You're right. I do systems. I like having a system and a tickler file of who I'm supposed to call to stay on top of my follow-up. So I really feel customer service is not my secret, but like that's been what's made me successful as a consultant, is just being there for them before they need something. I know I'd said it one other time that if a customer calls me for a refill before I reach out to them, I feel like I haven't done my job. So I always, every 6 to 8 weeks, I'm touching base with people and how you doing? And it's not always, hey, how's your Mary Kay supply? It's, how's things going? Your husband was sick, or your daughter's traveling, or whatever. Like I touch base with their life first. And then usually the last thing is, oh, by the way, how's your Mary Kay supply? You need anything? And before you know it, a couple $100, oh yeah, I do need this, I need that. So that's kind of my story, that it just morphed into my life that I can't imagine without it anymore.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Nora, it's mainly because this is something that you have used for years. You know, we may have had a little inspirational message that came out, but the whole point each week was that you do 3, 4, 5 of these things. And that was your, no matter what was going on in your world, you made sure this was done. So
Yep.
I don't know a better testimonial for tracking and just doing the
Sure.
simple basics of the business than you. Okay. Tell us, Nora, what has, for Shara or anybody that's fairly new, what does it mean to be on the court of sales? What must you do to get that kind of recognition and walk across the stage at our big seminar?
So you need to, purchase, I say sell, but it's really purchase 40,000 retail from the company. And yeah, $40,000 worth of product, 20,000 wholesale. And I pride myself on the fact that I've pretty much, when you do the numbers at year end, it's almost dollar for dollar that I really have sold what I bought. So it's not that I'm buying my way to the ring, which, I have my whole feeling on that, but,
Right.
but just, and it's even not even buying product for me. It really is, I'm buying and selling, that my inventory moves, which is a good feeling.
Indeed.
Susan, Nora, Tracy has a question. She would like Nora for you to expand on your tickler system. What does that look like?
Okay, so I use the Boulevard program, and in that there is a calendar that's part of the program. Every time I generate an invoice, it goes into that calendar and puts their name. I believe I have it set for like 7.5 weeks. You can set the parameters of when. So their name will appear on the calendar like 8 weeks from now, that it's time to follow up. So every day, and there's been sometimes that I've fallen out of my rhythm, and once I finally get back into it, I feel good again. But I know like what's missing in my life. Missing in my life is my routine of checking my calendar every day. Who am I supposed to check in with? So there's at least 3 or 4 people every day. Sometimes a lot more. Sometimes I look at the list and go, I don't want to talk to her. I'm going to change the date. But ultimately I do reach out and talk to them, but it keeps me on task. I'm sorry, what?
You're human. Yeah.
But it really keeps me on target to not let people slip through the cracks. And there's a part of this program is amazing. I don't know enough of it. I'm sure it does a lot more than what I use it for, but you can put your warm chatters in as a grouping as well. So I have a customer list, and then I have an address list, and the address list are people that I haven't booked and sold anything to yet, but I want to keep in touch with. So they're also included in that. As soon as I put them in there, their name goes on the calendar 8 weeks out, and I'll follow up. But there is also another way to keep track if you wanted to do the 3+3+3. And I'm trying to think, what was that called? Where you sent out a text, and then 3 days later you followed up again, and then 3 days later you followed up again, and then you waited for 3 months later and started the process all over
What's that
again.
called? Tracy, do you know what that's called?
I'm sure you do.
212?
No.
I don't know what's
The
called.
21-day challenge.
21 day.
21 day challenge is what it is. Like
Thank you.
212, now I'm 21.
I was like,
Yeah, thank you. I knew it was some, but so I could incorporate that into my system as well. So it's just a great way to not lose track of who I've talked to and who I got a phone number from. The hardest part of that is being disciplined enough to sit down every night and put them in the system, instead of having little slips of paper here and there, or somebody's card, or I put it in my phone. And, yeah. So the other thing I got in the habit of is when I meet somebody new and they'll ask for my card, I'll be like, oh, I'm all out of cards. Can I just get your number and I'll text you my info? So I get their number right away, and I text it while I'm talking to them, so I know it's a legit number. And then after they walk away, I will put WC after their name. So it's Warm Chatter. So it's easy for me to search for them in case I do forget or don't have time to sit in front of Boulevard and put them in my program. So, and I'll take notes on my phone of, you know, what her skin color was or what she liked or what she wants to try or just what something to remind me of who it was that I was talking to.
Very good.
Does that help, Tracy?
Very good.
Yeah, sorry. I was just asking personally for me, but also for maybe new consultants or people who aren't ready to invest in a program yet. Maybe I was just, as you were talking through it, it's kind of basic to tell us to go back and write it in our calendar. Just use our planner if we have a planner or whatever. So I was just, that's good to know because that's an area I need help with.
And I believe that my customers, for those of you who haven't, you know, at least start there. It's free for you, and there is a reminder calendar in there, so you can set them up. You know, you've got to put them in there anyway for the preferred customer program. So other than maintaining your inventory, my customers does an amazing lot of things. It's just that for those of us who are kind of old school, before my customers, we already had systems in place like UnitWise or Boulevard or whatever, and haven't made that transition. But I know for a fact that my customers has got some amazing tools in it that you can take advantage of for free.
Yeah, I tried when it first came out, but like you said, I was so comfortable with what I was doing. Even when the 21-day challenge came out, I tried that. I got all the markers and all this stuff. And I was like, why am I doing this? This works for me. I'm staying with what works for me. But I agree.
Clearly, it's not broken.
Have a system. That's the critical key.
Yep. I think that's key, is the system and the discipline to follow the system.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
It doesn't work unless you do, right?
Yeah.
Who else has a question?
Yeah. Who else has a question for Nora? Nora, what's been your highest ranking within the company?
I actually have, oh, where'd it go? Oh no, I had a little sticky note on my laptop that gave me my amount. I think the highest I ever got was 51,000, and I was number 16. I have it framed in the other room, but I can't remember. Isn't that terrible?
I think you were number 16. Like, we always have our own Go Give Area Awards night, and you were,
Right.
I remember being there at that seminar. Tracy, I think you were there, you know, when we're just waiting for the count up and Nora's name's not called, and then it's not called, and it's not, and you're like, oh my gosh, she's not number 20, she's not number 15, she's not number 12. So I don't remember on the Go Give night, I'm thinking you were like number 8 or some crazy high number.
I think once I hit 3. There was one time I was 3.
Number
And
3 in our area.
Yeah.
And then maybe not number 16 in the whole Diamond division.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, that was the same year. That was that same year. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
exciting.
was crazy. That was crazy.
Considering
fun.
it's a person who wasn't going to hold any parties and didn't want to go to training or any meetings,
Nope.
you know, it's just funny. So you just never know, you know, maybe God's got a different idea. Clearly he did for you, Nora.
Yes. Yes,
But you've
absolutely.
touched so many lives over the years. You've been with us, what, 10 years? Has it been
10 years this November.
And you've been on the court 8 times out of 10 years.
Mhm.
That's just amazing. So
Yeah.
what I love most about you, Nora, is that, you know, you're just simple. You know, it's just a simple system. It works for you. You didn't have to change who you were to be a top Mary Kay consultant. You're just Nora. You love people. You truly care. You know, when you call them, it's more about them and their families. And by the way, is there anything I can do for you? It's part of your servant's heart, part of your just love for people. And it's just very endearing to people. They love to help you. And I also think that you enroll your clients in your goal. I know every year, you know, you have a big, you know, big finish, and people want to help you. You show them the ring you're winning. You let them, you ask them, which ring do you think is most beautiful? And, you know, it's just it's just very touching. I think your customers love you, and that's a big deal. So really, to be successful in Mary Kay, you just be yourself.
Mhm.
Be a good person and love people, and it'll reward you.
Stay connected. I think plugging in, Nora, you've always been plugged in. You plugged into seminar, you plugged into career conference, your local career conference. You've plugged into meetings, you know, whether they were local meetings and now Zoom meetings. You know, you're just engaged all the time. And I think the other thing that I heard you say, and I know this is true for so many people, is just, I just did what somebody told me to do.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't try to reinvent the wheel. I just, you know, if Susan put out a chart or something, I tracked it. I did that. And so keep it, yeah, this business is not hard. Just keep it simple, follow the leader, and just stay plugged in. We're here for you. This is a brand new year, and I'm so super excited about it. We've got some unit goals that have been established. We'll be sharing some of those things. We'll be sharing some of our recognition from last year. But you guys, it's a new year. And come up with a plan. Let us help you come up with that. And Nora, I know you're always available. If somebody wants a separate Q&A session with you, I'm sure that you would be available for that.
Absolutely.
Very, very much. Go get. Anybody else before we go?
Questions, thoughts, comments?
Affirmations for Nora?
Oh my gosh. There's not enough time. We need another 30 minutes. Nora, I love you. I think you're amazing. I always have. I love your heart. I see your heart shine beyond anything else. You're the real deal. And I love you dearly.
Thank you.
Betty.
Betty? Betty,
Me.
got some. You gotta unmute yourself, Betty. There you go.
I don't want to mess up her beautiful information tonight, but I was just on in touch before we started, and there is no more beard oil. Does anybody at all have any that they want to get rid of?
Yes.
Go
Let's
some
get
beard
that
oil.
later. Yes.
Okay. Connect. Diane's got some, she says. Very good. Any final thoughts or affirmations for Nora? Dee Dee?
Hey, am I unmuted? Yeah.
You're unmuted.
Okay. Nora, I was there when at Go Give, and I don't remember the number either, but I was also there at awards night, and even though we're not in the same unit, I just felt so proud to know you, and I just love your heart too. I think that's the bottom line, is your heart. So thank you for sharing with us tonight.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Very good. Kimmy? Kim's
Kim.
got something to say.
Uh-oh.
Trying to unmute.
Poor little Kimmy, she's got her little shoulder all patched up.
I just want to tell everyone on a personal note, Nora's been my friend for, gosh, it's got to have been 10 years if you've been in Mary Kay 10 years, but no, I was over your house before then. So it's got to be about 12 years.
No, I think it's 7 because we've been in Georgia 7.
Okay.
But whatever. It's been a long time. And
Like
it's
I've
one.
known her forever. But she is one of my very best friends, and I would do anything for her. Not only is she great at Mary Kay and has a big heart in Mary Kay, but I went through just to give you an idea, I had my shoulder surgery done, and there's not a day that doesn't go by that she doesn't text me and ask me if there's anything that I need or how I'm doing or anything. So she's got a big heart, not just to Mary Kay, but being a person.
Yep.
Thanks,
Very
Kim.
sweet. Very sweet. Okay. Anybody else?
I just wanted to say real quick, I don't know you, Nora, but I just love how personable you are. And I have that inside, but I need to start practicing that to people. And I love how you just love on people, and it just kind of shines through, like Teresa said. So it was warming my heart over here. I was like, that is so sweet. And just loving people, you know, that's really touching. Let's just say that. I like that. So that's what I was going to
Sweet
say.
I
Tanya.
know Mary Kay Ash is
You're
smiling.
welcome.
She's smiling. This is what her vision was, are people like you, Nora, to take this business to the next level. But with your heart and the way that you do it. So you're what it's all about. You're the real deal.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Tanya. Thanks everybody for sharing.
You're welcome.
Thanks for
Okay.
being on with us tonight. I want to close out with just one quick thing, and then Susan may also have something else. But I know we put the information about the retreat. If you have questions, make sure to call us. But here's what I'm going to say, and we talked about this just right before we started. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and get registered. Get with a couple Mary Kay girlfriends, book a room. You can cancel the room up to 2 days before. The registration is only $55. And I can promise you, pretty much, almost, that if for some reason, because none of us know what October the 21st is going to bring, the way the world has been, but go ahead, get your spot, secure your spot, and then if something comes up that you can't go, I can almost tell you that your spot, somebody will take your spot, because they've sold out every single time way early, and a lot of people end up disappointed that they didn't do things sooner. So just make a decision, just book it, and then you can make the effort to go. Anything else that you want to add to that, Susan?
No, I just totally agree. I think we need this. I think we need to be surrounded by leaders and big thinkers, and I know I need it. I need to have my Mary Kay cup filled, and without an in-person seminar, virtual, God bless Mary Kay for allowing us to be together at least virtually, but it's not the same as in person. And so, I was talking to Tracy today. We're like, we need this. Let's go think bigger. So
yeah, and these are some people that you really haven't had a chance to sit at the foot of. Cindy Williams, we grew up with her. She's amazing. You will love her. And my gosh, Stacy, she's a dynamo. I mean, and she's got a nice story, about going like this in her Mary Kay career for sure. And she's done Million 3 times. So Kim Mesmer, Lori Hogg, it's just going to be an incredible, and French Lick, over the top. So I'm so excited. Let's all go.
Go. All right, girls. Diane, you can drive over from Illinois too. You can. Okay?
Yes, yes.
So anyway, thanks, girls, for being on here. We went a little bit over, but it was worth every second. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Soaring Eagles and First Class Women. Love you.
Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.